Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here with a fascinating video. Not that fascinating. We're here to record the reaction to chapter 381 of My Hero Academia. Unofficial translations just dropped, and what's unusual about it is it's only 5 p.m. my time. Odd, super early, mega super early. Usually it's like 1 to 2 a.m. of on Friday my time, not never on Thursday like this. So hey, I'm not complaining though. I just so happen to be able to record it right now, and yeah. So if you catch me in like a more bright mood, it's because it's not 2 in the morning. So um, yeah, I normally mentally prepare of like what I'm gonna say, like predictions and stuff beforehand, but this sort of just dropped. Shout out to the Discord for letting me know. Um, and yeah, so last we left off, Kami made her appearance by saving Hawks, like an image of him, and Shiketsu all arrived to help in the fight against All for One. And it's just like so cool to see like the first I'm looking at the first page right here. I'm not reading it yet. I just see Kami what's to say the meat guy's name is? Seiji Shishikura. I call him Meatball. The name of his quirk is easier. And then Anasa, of course. Um, I've been waiting for them to appear for a long time, and I'm very happy for them to be here. I think Anasa is going to be a huge help. He's freaking strong. But this is All for One. I said this in a tweet a few days ago. Like, okay, now's the time. Okay, All for One, you're rewinding to your prime state. You were supposedly the guy who ruled over Japan for years as like an evil dictator. Start flexing your muscles here. So far, he's just kind of been on the run, trying to like get out of here. And I want to see him throw down. I need to see him really show what kind of force he is. Like that's my hope here. Um, I'm sure we'll get some of that, but I want a lot of it. Like, come on. Okay, so that's all I really want to say. Let's just dive one in and enjoy the chapter. Um, make sure everything is recording right. Yep. Okay. Shiketsu High School's hero course, Kami Utsushimi. Uh, by the way, I just want to mention it's so funny. The official translations came out for her, like what she said when she barely saved Hawks or like imitated him or whatever. And people are throwing a fit over the translation. I have no problem with it. I think it's ridiculous, and that's how she kind of talks. And I even said like, if Bakugo can have ridiculous language like Lord Explosion, Murder God Dynamite, Kami can too. It's not a big deal. People were attacking the translator, and I'm just like, geez, calm down. So keep that in mind when I say these are the unofficials. BT Dubs, is that All for One? He has a face now? By the way, is that All for One? That's Kami. I love the way she talks. I'm not the biggest Kami fan. I like Kami, but like some people like simp for Kami. I don't know. Shiketsu High School's hero course, Seiji Shishikura, aka Meatball. He murdered my father. Okay, so he does. Okay. Uh, Theory confirmed. Not my theory, but just the general fan base theory was that was his dad who died during the prison escape, and supposedly it was All for One who killed him. So he murdered my father. Killing him would please me immensely. Oh, is he? Oh, let me guess. The Lord of Evil, All for One, is going to get taken down by Meatball. Yeah, I'm sure that'll happen. Um, Time for Anasa. Shiketsu High School's hero course, Anasa Yaoyurashi. I would be dance, but I won't give in to hatred and revenge. Continues the Meatball. I would be dancing in the palm of his hand. It's a weird thing for Anasa to say here. Oh no, maybe that's Nasa. So I think Nasa's the only one talking through it. Not Nasa. Meatball is the one saying, but I won't give in to revenge and hatred. Um, or maybe Nasa saying that I won't give in to revenge and hatred. No, it has to be the Meatball guy. It just looks weird. Sorry about that. My father performed his duty as a jailer right up until the end, and I shall follow in his footsteps. So it is Meatball. Reinforcements arrived as we see All for One looking on at like I don't know what's flying at him, some like blast or something. All right, I don't know. So many things I want to say. I think it could happen. But I don't know. I'm just kind of in the mood just to dive on in. So forgive me if I just want to get right up to it. Deku and Shigaraki just left the flying coffin. Shishi Cross. Even the graduates are here, says Mandalay. Or I can't. Uh, oh, Shishikura's hero name. Oh, his name is Shishi Cross. That's his hero name. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So we get a bunch of yeah, cool. We can see a bunch of the other students. We see the guy who's all like furry, like has a lot of hair and stuff. He's here. How cool. Can't really make out some of the other ones. They're kind of small, but situation over there is utter chaos. We have to stop him at any cost. And we still see Tokoyami kind of flabbergasted at what just happened, kind of floating in the sky. Chapter 381, Darkness. Ooh. Uh-oh. That's kind of ominous. To name something Darkness, you know. Toga's neutralized for now, so while we have a chance. Yeah, because all the wind and stuff, and something shooting along with the wind, all these clones that are being swept up. So they're being like swept up and like shot at. Focus your long range attacks on all for one. Dude, this battlefield, this makes me so excited and so worried to see it animated because like it has the potential to be so visually stimulating and really cool, but I don't know if they'll pull it off. Is that bad to say? Like it's just so much shit going on. We see All for One kind of like, is he using clones as a shield here? A bunch of the clones are getting wiped out. Hawk says, someone says, "Are you okay, Hawks?" Sukeuchi-san, nice timing with the reinforcements, saved my life, says Hawks. Cutting to Meatball and Kami. Actually, they were already on their way before I made my request. I've heard that All for One's body is now rewinding, but whatever happens here in Gunga will determine the fate of the war. Oh my god, that's a great shot of All for One. No matter what, All for One cannot be allowed to leave this place. Yeah, because we know All for One wants to get to Shigaraki and have that body like absorb him and his quirk factor or something, and then he'll have full control, so he thinks. But anyway, dude, he looks so badass here. Like All for One, like he just squished something in his hand. I don't know if that's a clone or if it's like the remainder of the like illusion that Kami made. But dude, that's so sick. He's just like glowing and oh come on, I want to see him like do something. Come on, please. I can only steal a quirk by touching the user's body directly, he thinks. Afraid to take that risk, only 2 of you attacked me at first. And he's thinking of Endeavor and Hawks. You become so desperate to stop me that you're willing to accept that risk. As he's starting to do something, I see. Which is essentially, and like, I think how they do it a lot. Oh my god, he looks so sick. Yeah! Here we go. Okay. He's actually starting to do shit now. Okay. We get this, like, purely black and white look on All for One's face. He's just grinning in delight as he unleashes a giant... Dude, he's got, like, angel wings, and he's at the tips of the wings. He has, like, balls that are firing, like, the big energy blast. It looks like a spirit bomb almost, like, right in front of him. Holy crap, that is so cool. There we go. Yes. Thank you. All for One's actually, like, fighting now. Dude, I've been wanting to see Prime All for One fight for so long. This is gonna be so cool. It blasts everyone back. Wow! We see the Mushroom Girl. Hawks is like shielding from the blast. He's using even more quirks than before. We see the ground team trying to block from this giant blast. Those who dodge that last blow, keep attacking. Those focusing on defense, stay strong. Dude, this is crazy. We're getting all these people like trying to fight All for One now. That's so sick. Look, he's finally stopped running away. Now's the time to fight. Oh, I'm so satisfied. I'm so glad they got him to like stop trying to run away and stay and fight. That is so sick. We're probably in line for some good shit now. Not gonna lie. It's dangerous. Don't get me wrong. Okay, here's the thing. The heroes can't get away from this unscathed. If they beat a Prime All for One here and none of the heroes die, I'm not even talking about just get seriously injured, like Death. Dude, like he's the guy. He's the big bad of the entire series. Yeah, you could argue Shigaraki, but like All for One's the guy who's put all the wheels in motion. He ruled over Japan for a long ass time. It took All Might in his prime to barely beat him way back when, and then twice eventually. Come on, people in the Discord have been wanting for some carnage. I'm kind of on that camp too, now that I think about it. What makes you think anything will change this time around? He says. You can tell this is All for One speech bubble because they give it like extra like thick, crackly like outlines to it. Whoa! Oh my God, Dobby. Dobby's chasing Endeavor and he just looks off, dude. He can't even. He has no like facial features anymore. It's just like eye sockets and like. Oh, that's horrific. You lost the only one who could face me head on. Oh, he's talking about All Might? Yeah. All Might, baby. Some respect in the name. We got a shout out to Euro, who we haven't seen for a bit. This isn't courageous might. This is only because none of you experienced my golden age. His golden age. Oh, that's a good twist. Some of you witnessed All Might's rise to power, but most of you were born during his period of peace. Oh, yes, dude, I love anytime they bring history into it. Oh, that's so good. That's so cool. So, like, he's saying, like, some of the older timers, like, Endeavor and stuff, like, you might have, some of you witnessed All Might's rise to power. He's referring to, like, Endeavor, and Hawks was probably even too young. Yeah, Hawks was definitely too young. But then he's referring to, like, the kids and stuff, like, saying, you guys were born during a time of peace. The era where shadows lurked in every corner, and everyone knew to fear what went bump in the night. Oh, that is so sick. He's just gloating about his glory days, his golden age, as he says. That's awesome. Suspicion and blind rage, exploitation and discrimination, a glorious golden darkness filled with chaos. As we get a shot of just like how the world used to be, it was like just dark, dude. Like we've seen glimpses of this. We saw this kind of back when it showed the first user or like the second user or something struggling to fight him on like the ruins and like, man, I wonder if we'll actually dive into that or if it'll just keep like alluding to it. Cutting to, I don't know what we're looking at. Looks like, oh, I'm guessing this is wind that's like swooping up on All for One. That's what it looks like. Yep, it's Anasa. Nah, we knew about it already, says Anasa. I mean, not about you, but we learned about that period in modern history class, he's shouting. Dude, he looks so glorious. This next panel, like, like the wind and the water, it makes it like glow around his face. Why does he look so beautiful? After watching Endeavor and my pal Todoroki. My pal, he says, oh, they've come such a long way. I've decided to root for them. Boiling blood will always triumph over fear. That's a good line. That's a good line. Boiling blood will always triumph over fear. And we get Hawks on looking into this. And then you see All for One kind of floating there with the glowing angel wings that he's got and a bunch of fingers from Meatball flying around, the wind and all that. They're firing their attacks into this wind cage, he thinks to himself. I'll steal that quirk and leave. Oh, he's gonna steal wind? Oh, dude. I guess that makes sense. Like, that's a quirk you definitely want. Oh, dude, he does like a huge like ball blast with a bunch of tendrils coming out of it from his body. Like, oh, dude, he's so strong. Yes, I'm glad he's a beast. Tendrils are flying everywhere, stabbing people. Gwa! Anasa, keep it up. Attack him while Toga's still in the air. Oh! Roger, my quirk is even stronger on windy days, he says, as he gets like a tendril like hits him right in the forehead and like goes over the top of his head. Damn, that, oh my God, I hope he's okay. Instead of your so-called glorious past, I'd rather see a future built by the people I'm rooting for, he says. That's so good. Cutting to Hawks, Endeavor-san, he thinks. We're getting all black borders here. I don't know if this is, I think it's just like internal monologue. No progress? I disagree. We're seeing it right here. One for All is a network of power that links hearts together. But One for All isn't the only thing. You've also forged your share of links. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. Because we know Anasa kind of has ties with Endeavor, how he like really doesn't like him. But as we know, he kind of grew to like Todoroki because they bonded a bit and stuff. Oh, that's so good. And he's just talking about all the ties because you know Hawks. He's looked up to Endeavor. Oh, it's so good. As he's grabbing for his katana, it's not like, or it's like he's not taking me seriously. Won't that damn light ever fade? No, it does fade. But then some other hero comes and lights it up again. They keep on giving each other hope. All for one. I think this is all for one thinking. Yeah, like just keep giving each other hope. They keep passing along. It's all for naught. You can't come close, fearing that I'll steal your quirks. He says, "It's over. All that awaits you is." Is he gonna say darkness? Whoa, whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! That shot's so cool. Is that Kurogiri? No. Is that Dark Shadow? Oh my god, okay. I think what's appearing, dude, All For One looks like he's about to shit his pants. So he's floating, and then behind him you see two just giant eyes. I thought it was Kurogiri's at first. Kurogiri's is a little bit different. This looks like Dark Shadows. I'm assuming this is Dark Shadows. His looks a little bit different. And it makes sense. Tokoyami's here. And with the cloud cover, there's no sun. It's gotta be dark as shit out with all the rain and clouds and stuff. Oh my god. I didn't even think about Ragnarok. Not even Ragnarok, just like Dark Shadow going all beast mode. Oh my god. Dude. Why did I not... some people in my Discord were saying that the darkness and Dark Shadow would come into play. I didn't really participate in those theories, but... Oh, he looks so scared. Dude, All For... Wow, is this our first legitimate full-on shot of All For One's face? Like, that's not clouded by, like, shadow and stuff? I think it might be. Like, ever. We've seen all angles of his face, but never, like, full-on all at once without any shadowing and stuff. And it look, yeah, he looks gorgeous. But, I mean, like, he's about to shit himself because he's like... Oh, my God. Yeah, dude, it's Tokoyami. Oh, my God. What am I reading? What am I reading right now? This feeling... And All For One looks behind him like, oh shit. Dude, he genuinely, all that cocky, arrogant looks that he had before is just evaporated off his face. He's thinking about before when his mask was getting knocked off. Remember, Tokoyami had a good hit that got a bunch of his mask off. I needed to dodge this attack at all costs, so that's why. And he's thinking back to like that. So that feeling back then that he had is reminding him of this now. Even darkness comes in many shades. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. Of course Tokoyami would know about darkness. That's what the name of the chapter is. Oh my god. That is so sick. Nobody crowns you the king of the shadows. Part of me wants to be like, oh, that's so badass, but there's also a really cute picture. Yo, it's like little toddler Tokoyami with little baby Dark Shadow. What the fuck? That is so cute. I can't. That's so cute. He's like tucking him in the bed. Even darkness comes in many shades. Nobody crowned you the king of shadows. And he's just a little baby Tokoyami in bed with a little baby Dark Shadow. And they're just like about to go to sleep. The darkness you cast tasted like ditch water. Oh, and we get a shot. One of my favorite shots, randomly coming back into play here. It's where they're handing out umbrellas after Uraka's speech, and like they're bringing Deku through the crowd, and I love that shot. It's like one of my all-time favorites. I'm surprised we're referencing that here. Oh my god! Oh my god! That dude, I just got fucking chills. Oh, that shot's so good. I've taken it all. He shouts. As we get Dark Shadow looking like Godzilla about to stomp on All For One, like right behind him. All For One's like turning around like, dude, you're about to get curve stomped. Oh my god, that's so sick. Oh, that's so cool. And in the background, you see just bodies flying up and stuff. I'm assuming those are Twice clones and stuff. Whoa. I would have never seen this chapter coming. Tokoyami? Oh, this is so sick. Dark clouds blocking the sunlight suddenly appeared, allowing me to use my power for a longer period of time. Yep. The flames are already dying out as the storm is consumed. Okay, that's good attention to detail. So the fires are dying, the clouds are coming in. Darkness, baby. Cover me with the earth, please. Oh, he's having the Wild Pussycat Girl make a little dome around him of darkness. I'll pile up the darkness. This is so sick. This is so sick. All Might One said, even if he touches Endeavor's flames, that isn't enough for him to steal his quirk. As we get All For One just turning around to face this new threat. And then you have Tokoyami building up a punch in there. That's why I was tasked with supporting Endeavor and Hawks. Dark Shadow, full power. He started preparing as soon as the Shiketsu kids arrived. Hawks thinks to himself, go for it! He shouts, Tokoyami-kun, tailwind, and then we get Anasa backing him up with a wind attack. If I was able to connect to you even a little bit. Oh, and we see like an image of like Hawks putting his hand on Tokoyami's back. Black Ankh Balder? Oh my god, he punches the shit out of All For One. That's the end of the chapter. We see like All For One literally collide with the fist, like a close up. He's like, poof, and then like you see just Dark Shadows go in for a giant hit. I don't know if I'm reading the name right. Black Ankh Balder. That's a weird name. Knock him down, shouts someone. Wow. Wow. Let's just say I did not see this coming. Part of it, okay. Part of it I'm very pleased about because it was something I was hoping to see. It's All For One really start to unleash because, like, come on, dude. He's got probably the most unique, powerful quirks throughout the entire universe of the show that he's stolen, and he's just, like, now he's reverting back to his prime when he was supposedly at his strongest. Let's start seeing some of that. Let's see some of those goodies, you know? And he's really starting to deliver. He made like angel wings with energy balls at the end with firing giant blasts. Like that's so sick. On the right track there. Very happy. And he's doing some damage. Anasa got like a spike to the head. He seems to be okay. But I mean, like, you never really know. That seems to be the new thing for My Hero, though. Everyone gets scars or loses limbs. They don't really ever die. I mean, in this like recent stuff. In the war, they died, but you know what I mean. So far in the second war, no one's died yet. So, well, Bakugo. Technically, Bakugo did die, but we know he's coming back. So, okay, so this is great. I can't believe we're in a moment where Tokoyami is dealing damage to the King of Evil in this series. I think I'm kind of split on how I feel about this. On one hand, it's amazing because I'm all for anytime a side character, like a tertiary or secondary character, gets to do anything really, really cool, and this is so sick. My only fear is, and I'm not really a fear, as long as All For One doesn't lose to this, like, I want next chapter to be like, well, here's the thing. Also, he's getting rewound. And as we know with Deku, any damage that Deku took while he's getting around just get undone. So like it's not necessarily that you're trying to do damage to him, like you are, but you're trying to delay him. Like he's on a time limit. So essentially what you're doing here is putting a huge obstacle for him that just buys up all of his time. So even if this hit did damage, that damage in theory would be undone. So like, it ends on this cliffhanger, and you're thinking, oh, he landed a big hit on All For One. What I think is going to happen is he'll bounce back just fine. Maybe he protected himself last second with a force field bubble or something. Maybe he did take the damage, and it would just get rewound anyway. But regardless, I think next chapter, we're going to see a very pissed off All For One with all these, like, annoying pests that he looked down on actually giving him a hard time. And that's very exciting and very scary because it's exciting. I'll finally get my wish of just seeing All For One, Prime All For One, just like going all out. I think Horikoshi can just unleash his imagination with this, and it could be really, really, really cool. Um, it's scary though because like that sets up, like if if everyone gets out of this battle and not a single hero dies against All For One, I'm calling bullshit. Like, yeah, I'm sure a bunch of no-name heroes have died during this battle, sure, but like no one we know. And I feel bad. I don't want Anasa to die. I don't want Tokoyami or Hawks or anyone to die. But yeah, hmm. I still like we are gonna get some deaths. I feel like Dobby and Endeavor and even still Hawks have some pretty strong death flags. I don't see any student dying. I just straight up don't. I don't think Horikoshi would do that. I don't think, and I mean this in a good way. I don't think he has the guts to do it. I don't know what I mean. That is like, I don't think Horikoshi is like dark enough, in his heart to like kill off a student. I just don't see it, and I'm on board with that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it'll happen. I think if we do get deaths here, it'll be one of the adults, and someone we know of, like really as an adult. I think Endeavor's death flags have never been stronger, especially with Dobby. Like, I just think that like especially now that everyone's saying, "Look, Endeavor, look how many people you've inspired. Look, like how good of a job you've done." Like that's the sort of thing you typically do before, like maybe a big self-sacrifice moment to really like send home that like you didn't die in vain. Like he left a legacy behind. Like it's different legacy than All Might, but he left his own legacy. That's just kind of what I'm feeling. Um, yeah. What a chapter though. This was awesome. Really awesome. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Again, came out at a weird time, but I'm more than happy to record it. And yeah, leave your guys' thoughts down below. Until next time, it's been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.